season is fast approaching, and with only 123 days left until the start of the new season, Chelsea are on the search for our new striker. Because with the end of the season and the start of another season, what's in between there? It's a transfer window, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Please do like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. And it's a two-horse race right now for the main man in favour. One, Liam Delap, Ipswich's. Liam Delap has been one of the main focuses for a number of months now. Not just for Chelsea, but also for our opponents in this evolving transfer saga, Manchester United. And it does seem as though the competition seems rife. I think at the moment, with it being at the moment deemed that Manchester United are the front runners in some capacity, I think, I just have a hunch that Chelsea are going to have a bit more to say than allowing Manchester United to come in, swoop in. Apparently, we're the only two. We're the only two who are competing for his signature. United, Manchester United, having the worst season on record since Sir Alex Ferguson's departure back in 2013. Currently sat in 14th place after 32 games. Their second worst season before this came last season, where they finished 8th on 60 points. 60 points with only 6 games remaining. They can only amass 58 points this season. To which I make my point. I'm sure you're probably watching this thinking, Harry, what are you rambling on about? Why does this matter? The point I'm trying to make is why? Why? For what reason would Liam... I keep nearly saying Rory Delap. Jesus Christ. For what reason would Liam Delap opt for United over Chelsea? Many would argue that neither are an enticing option, and he'd be better suited elsewhere. But Chelsea would quite literally be his best option. A club desperate for a dedicated striker, something we don't have. Jackson, I love him, don't get me wrong. Our current man at the top, you know, our current front man, has been part of mass speculation since joining Chelsea as to whether he is indeed a striker or better suited on the left. Now, in the past, when on the left, he has proven to be very good. And with Jadon Sancho and his future at the club in question, a left-sided role could absolutely open up. It could absolutely be available next season for Nico, allowing Delap to slot right in. Okay, with that out of the way, it's one of the final pieces of the puzzle that has cast a shadow over Chelsea and the growth of our club. A consistent producer of goals, a clinical finisher, and a solid figure up top, something that Jackson can be. But the operative word here is that he hasn't shown consistency. We need consistency. Now, for me, among the options available, I have stated that Osimhen makes sense. In the past, I've said this. I don't quite believe that now. That was before the saga last summer. Now, with the prospect of shelling out £350,000 a week on him and the pressures of delivering after all this time, after all this speculation, after all this expectation to be the reincarnation of our greatest ever striker, Didier Drogba, it has way too many ways to go sideways than in the right direction. It is a risk with such a narrow chance of success. Not just the amount of money that's being spent, that I don't think that, you know, the owners and whatnot will want to spend, especially when there are cheaper alternatives. I just don't think Osimhen is even remotely on the cards here. Now, at the same time, I could easily see us jumping in and getting him straight away, because, you know, everything that's being said about John Obi Mikel, saying this, that, and everything else, he's ready to come. He wants to play for Chelsea. He wants to be the next Drogba and better Drogba's record, which wouldn't happen. I can tell you that. Even if he had a good career at Chelsea, he wouldn't top Didier Drogba's accomplishments. Now, it's not about that. Gyökeres is my next one. Championship proven, experience in England, ties to Brighton, unsure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he has been my favourite now for a short while. However, with the interest of Arsenal and Chelsea looking unlikely to secure Champions League football, it may now prove impossible, improbable, unlikely. Who knows? We'll have to see on that one as well. He's 60, 70 million. Osimhen, probably 50 million. I don't know how much he was, but 350 bags per week for him just seems rather ludicrous. To which we are left with Liam Delap. Not as a last resort, not as a bottom of the barrel pick, but perhaps the best suited option out of the bunch. And believe me, I've looked at a player like him and I think he's just hot property right now. He's hot shit. Everyone wants him, or he's like rated as this big thing. Evan Ferguson was that. He was a Brighton player. He's obviously not doing great. And we're linked with all these up-and-comers. And I've tried to persuade myself to understand and to believe that Liam Delap is the guy for this. And whilst I might be happier with Gyökeres at the start, there's nothing to say that that would succeed. I do, however, think now Liam Delap has very, very quickly become my front runner. Fabrizio Romano has reported that it will be a battle between Manchester United and Chelsea, but as stated earlier on in the video, I can't see as to why Delap would opt for a side so unbelievably lacking the characteristics of their former self. I know we can't talk, but still, so lacking of the pull power that they once possessed, over a side where it appears that a solid striker, that being Delap, would be one of the two final pieces. Obviously, we need a goalkeeper that can actually keep the goal. According to Fabrizio, Chelsea have made contact with Liam Delap's representatives. We've asked regarding his release clause, which is reported to be around 30 million Great British pounds, which surely has the sporting directors, the owners, everyone involved salivating. 30 million beans, can you believe it? 30 million pounds for one of the hottest prospects, a Premier League proven striker, a man with huge confidence despite his current club being positioned in a relegation zone. 30 million pounds, ladies and gentlemen, is a steal. And Chelsea will look to entice him in any way possible. I would suggest that Manchester United's only way to encourage him would be a high-earning salary, whereas Chelsea, as we know, will obviously opt for a 9-year contract, security in that regard, and so on and so forth. Contact has been made, but now we wait. What do you think? Let me know. Delap, is he Chelsea's future striker? Is he the answer to our striking woes? Something we've been trying to work out for the last nearly 10 years now, since Diego Costa. Is he the man to lead the line moving into next season? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, please do like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. And with that said, my name is Harry. Up the Chelsea.